Sorry, I forgot this part. So, even if there are reptilian aliens or whatever, shapeshifters, well, I suppose we will just have to worry about it when it happens, right? Like when that is in our reality, ships in the sky, all this, whatever, we'll deal with it then. And we better hope that there is another force that can deal with something like that have weapons and stuff. Because, like I said, what are you going to do? You going to shoot them? I don't think that's going to work. You know what I mean? With your regular handgun or whatever like that. So I've thought about all these things before. And it's really not worth wasting all your mental energy worrying about it all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't. But if it comes to be one day, then we'll deal with it then. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying about it. We'll deal with it when it happens, yeah? Like for real. So, yeah, there. Okay, good. Glad I got this over with. Okay, take care, everybody. Thanks for being here with me. Thank you for all your love and support. Take care. Have a good day. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today is April 4th, 2026 at 8:19 a.m. I hope you're well. So today we are going to talk a little bit about Britney Spears. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while now. This video here I saw about 5 months ago, and well, it was pretty disturbing for me, to say the least. Now, just a little bit of backstory for me. I was probably about 10 or 11 years old. I think I was 10 or 11. It wasn't 9 then because the Backstreet Boys were out first, and then I think she was out after them. Anyway, so it was around that age when Britney Spears came out. So I grew up with her music in a way, and I had her first album, Baby One More Time, and I pretty much bought quite a few of her CDs up until, oh geez, I can't remember now. I'll have to try and look for it and then put the picture up on the screen because I'll remember which one I bought last. I do. But, sorry, I'm distracted. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that there's a few things that I wanted to talk about with Brittany here. Now, before I play you this video, okay, because this was shocking in many ways. It even has some really obvious Freemason symbolism, which I was pretty surprised to see. And it almost seems like a desperate outcry of her attempt to be like, I'm willing to work with you. She gives the thumbs up. So that's the Freemason thumbs up thing. That's why I try not to give a thumbs up, even though, it's hard. Like sometimes they're like, I try not to do like the telephone symbol and like all this stuff because it turns out it's like a lot of hand symbolism. She gives like the devil horns in this. So it's pretty wild and it gets progressively worse. But I just wanted to give you a language warning because in this, with her pink top, she's cursing like you wouldn't believe. It's not AI. These are real videos. All right, well, let's just watch this, and then I'm going to tell you a few other things that I think about when I think about her. Okay, but I really want people to see what I saw here because it's awful. This is an awful tragedy to see. I'm not saying that a lot of people, what they'll say is, oh, well, they sign up for this. No, I don't think they signed up for this exactly. And I'm going to talk about Shia LaBeouf next. I'm sorry if I said his last name wrong, but I'm going to talk about him next. So I'm going to put this on. And then we're going to discuss like the whole umbrella thing and the head shaving and what she said during that night. And I'm going to give you my thoughts and feelings about Miss Britney Spears. Here we go.
Holy shit, balls. Whoa, girl. Wow. Oh my god. Holy shit, wow, balls, eh? Yeah, holy shit, balls.
Okay. So I was a little caught up in my emotion at first. I forgot to tell you about this channel. This is Clown Planet. I watch it every now and then when I can bear it because he kind of goes in. I don't know if it's I don't actually know if it's a he or a she. To be honest, I don't know who owns the channel. Sorry. But I watch it every now and then, and it really goes over some of the crazy things that are going on our friggin' crazy world, and that's hence why it's called Clown Planet. Okay, so if you don't know this channel, just go over there if you want to give it a subscribe. Because I actually looked through her Instagram to be able to like use these videos, and do it off without using somebody's channel or whatever. But I'm sure that it's fine, and I'm kind of supporting their channel and all that. It's not content stealing or whatever. But I just forgot to, you know, tell you about the channel itself. You can see the little clown guy up here. I actually thought it was called Clown World, and I couldn't find it for a while. And I'm like, where did it go? Did it get deleted? No, it's called Clown Planet, dumbass. Like, I was like, oh, fuck. But anyway, I found it. I found it. So if you saw the hand symbolism, um, it was back a little ways. There it is. There she is. So again, it was the devil horns and yeah, that, and then the thumbs up after that. And she also points up the pointer finger to the sky, symbolizing the Most High in this video as well, if you caught that. Uh, but yeah, so she's artistically dancing in the white dress thing. You can tell she's clearly emotional. Yeah. So if you remember, I'm gonna try to bring up some pictures when I edit this video. So if you remember this, where she's in this salon and she's shaving her hair off. Because I remember that when it happened. Like I seen it on TV, like on the TMZ. It was on television, not the internet. Um, and it said there that she had said as she was shaving her hair off, I just want them to stop touching me. Yeah. Who do you think she's talking about? See, I'm really hoping that people can. I'm not trying to excuse any of the stuff that they've done or haven't done, or whatever. Like the Epstein files and all this kind of stuff. And, and there's a lot of people saying that Britney Spears is now a clone. I just honestly think that there's two things going on. That in the bigger picture of things, the powers that be here uh, on this plane are using her for as much as she's got left because I'm not making this video in like a way where I'm trying to hurt her or put her in a bad light. I have a lot of compassion and empathy for Britney Spears, especially because she was a big part of my childhood. I remember singing and dancing to her songs with my best friend Jenny, and I have a lot of beloved memories, okay, regardless of what the music industry and yes, the MK Ultra and the frequencies in music and all this stuff, I'm aware, okay? But when I'm talking about this now, I just really want to I'm using my heart, but my mind as well, okay? And I just hope that other people can for a few minutes with me, along with me, okay? Because I really see Britney Spears as a victim. And if you didn't know, Britney was friends with Michael Jackson. And it is in my personal belief and opinion that Michael Jackson did not just naturally die. He did not pass away by natural causes. He was unalived. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that was one of the saddest things. And I didn't know that at the time. Okay. Um, anyway, I don't want to digress too much, but Michael Jackson and Britney Spears were on stage together singing even at one time. Okay. You got to remember about that thing that I talked about, star power. Your star, they told me this when I was like younger and doing the whole modeling, acting, and trying to do my thing with that, because I wanted to be in a live action Sailor Moon or Power Rangers or Final Fantasy. I didn't just want to be a celebrity. There were certain things that I just wanted to do because I knew that it was very unlikely to become like a superhero in real life. Like I had those past life memories and stuff when I was young. So like at one point I knew I just had to put it behind me, and I thought, well, it's all right. I'll make my dream come true another way. Okay? Just to explain that. So, dang it, I've digressed so much. Where was I with Britney? About being a victim, just want to stop. Oh yeah. So, we're hearing a lot now about child actors, and Britney was on the Disney Channel. I truly believe that what we're witnessing here is her honest mental breakdown, but because she's been through so much, not only with that court business and the money and her kids, and the reason why she's alone in this mansion all the time is because it's really, 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 even other celebrities, they can't make friends. They can't trust anybody. They don't know who's going to take what to the tabloids or whatever. It really is not a nice place, Hollywood, in a lot of ways, you know? And I really, truly don't believe that all of them are guilty. And I'm very, very intuitively feeling sure that Shia LaBeouf's one of them. And so I'm going to talk about him next, all right? But with Britney, I feel like, because I don't know if you know about the story of Kesha, but she testified they were giving her drugs and taking advantage of her sexually all the time. Oh, that was awful. That killed me. One time I started crying a little bit in what's that place? Gonga's Grill. Yeah, I did. It's a family restaurant. And I had to go to the washroom and like I didn't like burst out crying like a crazy person, but I teared up and like big tears running down my face when I heard a Kesha song because I couldn't stop thinking about her bawling her eyes out like that in court. Oh, it haunts me. And that's the same thing, you know? And I keep thinking about him. A lot of them probably do want to speak out, but again, they tell you, "Oh, you're not going to be famous anymore. We'll do this. We'll off you." You know? They'll literally put them in the dirt. So what they're doing with her is they're using her for all she's got. Basically, it's not just a humiliation ritual. I mean, with Michael Jackson, he was worth more dead than alive, and they made money off memorabilia and what's that, greatest hits albums and all that stuff off Michael. And they'll do the same with her. And you know what? I'm sorry to say it, but I'm surprised they haven't already. But I think it's because she creates enough press for people talking shit about her that she's still useful to them. That she still creates some type of good revenue. You know, and it's a good laugh for them probably. They probably like to watch this happen to them, which makes them even worse and even more sick and disturbed. These elites. Losers. I don't even like giving them that power to call them that. Delete the elite. That's what I seen someone commenting on YouTube comments. I don't know if it's a thing, but yeah, delete the elites right from the Matrix. Like somebody, please press delete. And then empty the recycle bin, for God's sake. Make sure they're not coming back. Oh, but I'm serious. They do. They watch this shit and they laugh. They think it's funny. Oh, do you remember that time we did this to her? That's what they're like, man. Oh, Anyway, Brittany here really lacked unconditional love in her life. Her family was all kinds of messed up. Her mom's messed up. Her dad's messed up. Her sister's messed up. They all betrayed her, all for money, too. Her greedy ass sister. Yeah. So you see that pain in her eyes right there? That's very real. And you know what? I wish I could give that girl a hug. And I don't even care. I don't even care because a lot of, that transgender agenda thing where I talked about, the theory about some celebrities being transgendered at birth. I don't even give a shit at this point because a lot of them don't even know that's happened to them. So imagine living your whole life one way and then finding that out, what that would do to you mentally and emotionally. So you have to take that into consideration too. And there's a whole other thing about hormones and body structures and all that kind of stuff that I do know about and have taken into consideration whenever I've talked about that, you know, because that shit's wild. That transvestigate stuff is absolutely mind blowing. But you got to remember that hormones naturally, you don't need to take them. You don't need to be like you could just have an imbalance in some way and it could give you a bit more masculine features. It does. Hormones change you a lot. Okay? There's actually somebody I could give you a wicked example. Like, oh my Lanta, I did not know it was a transgender person. I had no clue that used to be a woman and now that's a man. I had no clue. And I was shocked, because I had no clue, none at all, not even a guess. I mean, the energy was a little bit feminine, but I thought that was just a person who was homosexual, which, whatever. But no, that used to be a woman. So I could show you that. But again, this is hormones that changed that person. Full beard and everything, looks just like a man. Walk past him down the street, you would not know. You wouldn't know. So hormones play a lot with that. So anyway, yeah, probably a lot of really terrible, terrible things happened to her. And it's truly tragic. So I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this to get it off my heart and soul because I think about it, you know? Like I got a flash of Shia LaBeouf, and this isn't dirty or nothing. I was in the shower. Sometimes I get visions in the shower. And I guess that's what I call it. And I do a lot of prayer and emotional, mental, and also physical cleansing in the shower, right? But I saw him crying in that art exhibit, apologizing to everybody. If you don't know about that, we're going to talk about it next. But oh, it hurts my heart and my chest. So I really wanted to talk about these things because I don't want them to harm her. She doesn't deserve it. I don't care what you people think. They're all not guilty. Not all of them. Even if there's only a few. And you know what? Once you get into this, it's really hard to get out for a lot of reasons. And a lot of the time it's because you have to keep paying everybody and all of that. There's so much involved in it. And again, I'm not excusing their weaknesses, whatever they're doing. I told you, a lot of them do take part in these sex cult rituals, whether they're aware of it or not. Some of them are, and they do it willingly. Okay? But some of them aren't. And I just really want to encourage people to try your absolute hardest, to have compassion, empathy for others. You don't know what you do until you're in that position. You know what I mean? Like, give somebody $10 million, see how much they change. It's all like you'll hear it. People's families will be like, he won the lottery and turned into a fucking monster. Happens all the time. So, there, though, that's my 2 cents about that. I'm sticking to it, you know? But again, like, pray for her. She needs it. She needs a good friend. She needs somebody that actually loves her, not some douchebag that's trying to marry her for her money or some clout or just to touch that body. You know what I mean? Goodness. That's what Jesus would do. People are always talking about that, but they can't even friggin' follow the teachings. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Take care. Have a good day, everybody. Please send your well wishes to Brittany because she really needs them. And I'm going to be really sad if she goes before her time under mysterious circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that feeling about Aaron Carter, and I didn't know he was on Instagram or nothing like that. But I got this feeling for a while. Oh, I said, they're going to do something to him. And then look what happened. And that's an awful situation. You know, I might cover that one. I might, because I was like 6, 10, maybe 10 feet away from Nick Carter. I met the Backstreet Boys, remember? So, yeah, that's another story. But yeah, if you can't see that pain in her eyes, that's real, man. That's not fake. And people are saying now she's a clone or a robot or nothing. No, I really think she's breaking down right in front of us. And there's absolutely nothing I can do. And that's the worst part. She really needs someone that genuinely loves and cares about her and isn't going to use her and take advantage of her and run to the fucking TMZ. Oh, guess what? No. And that's what she never had. Okay? So there. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Thank you so much for being here with me and listening. I very much appreciate that a lot, and I am grateful. I am very grateful. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.